Kanye West is serving up a big surprise tonight for his fans here in Detroit. He's putting on a second free concert, this time at the Fox Theater. Earlier today, he brought down the house with his Sunday service at the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. 7 Action News reporter Simon Chowdhury joins us live from outside the Fox. And Simon, when do doors open?
Hey guys, yeah, doors are supposed to open here at 6:30, and as you can see, folks are already lining up. Now, there's just been it's been a crazy day for Kanye West fans. First, Kanye created so much buzz with his Sunday service at the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. That was earlier today. That buzz was going on all this week, and moments after that show ended, then it was announced here at the Fox Theater Kanye West was going to do another free show, but this time it isn't another Sunday service. It's called Jesus is King, a Kanye West Experience. So why is this a big deal? Well, Jesus is King is Kanye West's new album, and there were rumors all this week that he was supposed to drop this album, and then it never happened. So we're not really sure, but is he going to give Detroiters a preview of his album right here tonight for the first time? Well, that is yet to be seen. And like I said, it's been a crazy day for fans. You may remember we introduced you to a college student yesterday. He was flying in from Canada to go check out Sunday service. He didn't have a ticket. He ended up getting scammed. Well, guess what? He ended up making it to the event, and he got a free ticket. He was able to get in thanks to another kind-hearted fan.
I was crying in the airport yesterday when I got scammed.
When superfan Noah Regu didn't get a free ticket to Kanye West's show, he used PayPal to send money to buy one, but it turned out to be a scammer. Well, after tweeting about it and putting his story on Action News, this man stepped up.
I wanted to go someone that would really appreciate it.
Thousands showed up for the performance that was streamed live on SundayService.com. Local singers joined the choir, like Aria's mom.
Watching the concert.
My mom's in the choir.
Noah is grateful to Evan for his kindness.
I couldn't stop looking and dancing. It was just amazing.
I'm glad it went to somebody that, really enjoyed it. This was his first time ever seeing Kanye, so it was great.
All right, we got some Kanye West fans here. You guys excited about tonight? Yes. All right, and the line again is behind us over there. You can see everybody's in line right now. If you're wondering, Noah and Evan are in line back there. They actually got themselves a ticket, so they're going to enjoy 2 concerts tonight. And get this, you guys. They said earlier today at the amphitheater, the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater, Kim Kardashian West and their children made it on stage. So it's yet to be seen if that's going to happen again. All right, guys, doors open at 6:30. The show is 8 o'clock. If you plan on coming down, it is a mobile-free event that includes smart watches. You're not allowed to bring smart watches here, and you have to come here with a mobile ticket, but you're going to end up getting your phone locked up during the show. So we have all this information on our website at WXYZ.com. We're live outside of the Fox Theater. I'm Simon Chowdhury for 7 Action News.
Lots of excitement. Simon, thank you.
Breaking news now. Governor Whitmer's administration has informed state employees that there will not be a government shutdown next week. She sent a letter late this afternoon to 48,000 people who work for the state.
That letter says those employees should report to work as usual on Monday. The governor also promised that she is working to deliver the best possible budgets. We will bring you more on this just as soon as it is available.
The big story, stalemates.
The UAW GM strike dragging on into the weekend, the standoff reaching historic and really uncharted territory.
It is day 12. The GM strike is the longest now in nearly 4 decades. The union and the automaker dealing with 2 elements the 2 sides have never had to deal with. One, the future of electric vehicles. Battery power means fewer parts, and workers fear that means fewer jobs. The other element is social media and the impact it's having on talks.
7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner shows you how word is spreading.
It spreads the word really, really fast. It's faster than we could, just calling everybody. So social media is really, really important in these days and time.
Several Facebook pages have been created to share the information, and it's real time.
For example, today, the location at Eat Course, 50,000. They need firewood for tonight. It's going to be real cold.
Most of the pages are closed. A moderator has to approve people to get in. And they've been in use even before the strike started a week and a half ago.
They put it out on Facebook in those closed things. We keep our business tight inside the plants, and that's how people communicate from shift to shift.
Information can include things like where more people are needed to keep picket lines going, what businesses are helping people on strike, and it can include information that may not be correct and misleading. What do we want? During emotional and tough times on strike for 12 days.
Somebody misquote something, somebody else is on there right behind them to say, no, that's not it. This is the way that it is.
Talks will continue here over the weekend, and the union president has called for another Solidarity Sunday, asking local clergy to join people on the picket lines on Sunday. In downtown, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Jim, thank you. Head to WXYZ.com for the latest on the talks between the UAW and General Motors and how the strike is impacting Metro Detroit.
Coming up, combating crime, how a small donation can help bring justice to crime victims' families across Metro Detroit.
Little liquid sunshine, yeah, we know that's made in Michigan, but so is this homegrown festival in Allen Park. I'm Glenda Lewis. I'm coming in to get dry and take you inside the Made in Michigan Festival.
All right, Glenda, and coming up next, how the state of Michigan is stepping up to stop the spread of Triple E.
Thank you for watching 7 Action News, Emmy Award winner for overall excellence and news excellence.
Michigan is now waging war on encephalitis by blasting 14 counties with pesticide sprays.
Here's a map of the areas where state teams are launching aerial spraying to get rid of mosquitoes. They'll be targeting high-risk areas where people and animals have become infected. The spraying is expected to start Sunday at 8 p.m. and continue through 4:30 a.m. Monday, but that depends on the weather. Mosquito experts will apply a special ultra-low volume spray that kills adult mosquitoes on contact. Massachusetts and Rhode Island have also used this tactic. A warning for pet owners in Oakland County. The health department is confirming that 2 more rabid skunks have been found and removed. One in Troy and another in Southfield. That city's 2nd case in a week. Rabies is spread through bites and scratches. The health department is urging people in the area to get pets vaccinated and keep them away from stray, dead, or wild animals.
Hackers hit up DoorDash, but they apparently weren't looking for food. An unauthorized third party accessed the names, passwords, delivery addresses, and phone numbers of nearly 5 million users. DoorDash admits in some cases the hackers were also accessing the last 4 digits of payment cards and bank account numbers. The company will be notifying those impacted and says it has taken immediate steps to improve its security.
An alert for people who like drinking hot tea. A hidden substance found in oceans, soil, and snow may also be in your cup. A new study says plastic tea bags are releasing billions of microplastic and nanoplastic particles into your water. Researchers say microplastics are everywhere, including food and water. A separate study says people eat an average of 5 grams of plastic each week, equivalent to the weight of a credit card. Scientists say more research is needed to find out how these particles impact our health.
All right, we're taking you now to the Made in Michigan Festival. It's happening in Allen Park on Allen Road between Southfield and Roosevelt, and it's part of our 7 in Your Neighborhood series.
That's our weekly segment where we show you the cool things happening around Metro Detroit. Our Glenda Lewis is in Allen Park right now with a closer look at all the fun. Hey, Glenda.
Hi, Heather, Dave. From a floor mat made out of old tires to some homegrown talent. Yeah, they're tiny. They're 11 over there on stage. I'm at the Made in Michigan Festival in the middle of Allen Park. It's been going on every year for the last 4 years, and it's really something that the community looks forward to. All of the products made in Michigan. Now, Jennifer Kibbe with me from the Downtown Development Authority, and you say it's not all handmade, but it's all here made.
Here made, exactly. Okay. So we do have handcrafts, but we have lots of manufactured things, everything from sauces and salsa to chairs and furniture.
You can smell the barbecue coming from the corner. Yes. And even though the rain is pouring, the participation here is still very good.
It is, and we're expecting a great day tomorrow. We start off with the Michigan Author Showcase, which is 35 Michigan authors who will be signing books and presenting things.
Wow, 165 vendors.
Exactly, yeah.
Live talent. These 11-year-olds are killing it.
They are. They sure are. We've got another live band coming on at 7. We've got street performers all through the site when it's not raining, and vendors, kids activities, all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, you can stay dry and hydrated at the same time because the beer and wine line is still long, if I do say that myself. But
not too wet to drink.
Well, coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, in the middle of this beautiful hometown are also people working to help keep it clean and nice. We're going to take you to that nonprofit and show you what they do. A lot of pride here for Allen Park and Michigan. I'm Glenda Lewis, live at the Michigan Made Festival. I'll see you in a few minutes, guys.
All right, Glenda, thanks. And, that's the difficulty with scheduling, right? Mother Nature has a role in...
She's not being very helpful.
No, but they'll power through. I mean,
Yes.
you know they will. They got all weekend to get it right.
And they have beer and wine. And that always helps out as well. Yep, especially with the clouds and also the rain. Yeah. And unfortunately, we're just getting started. This isn't going to be one of those things where we have a little bit that moves through and then it's gone. I'm thinking even into the weekend, we have a little bit more rain to get through. We're at 65 degrees right now. Those winds from the southwest, anywhere from 10 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. The dew point's at 59, and we'll have a quick spike in the moisture. We reached a high temperature near 80 degrees at around 77. This morning started at 50, so there's still some resemblance of fall, and we'll start to warm up here as we go into the middle of next week. But in the meantime, we'll have a quick surge of some moisture. You'll feel the muggy meter climb if you're going to be out late enough for tonight, and that's what's fueling the showers and also the thunderstorms. So it's no surprise when you check out the satellite and radar, you're going to see the mess that we have from Port Huron at 70 degrees, pushing all the way down towards Monroe, even near Detroit at 65, Ann Arbor at 63. Mostly cloudy, heavy rain moving through Metro Detroit right now, and this is just round one. The heaviest round's actually moving through just about the chunk of Wayne County. We're getting some brief breaks from Oakland County towards St. Clair County, but let's take you up near Macomb. You'll see along 94 here near New Baltimore. They're already having some construction issues, so of course the rainfall is going to slow things down even more so. Moving down towards the south near Wyandotte, Dearborn Heights, Belleville, out towards Flat Rock, some moderate rainfall moving through, and then we have another batch that's crossing through Adrian right now. So this is once again just round one. Let me show you the overall scenario. There is a cold front that's moving in this direction and an area of low pressure riding along it. So here's the first round of rain we'll have to get through. Then as this front inches closer to Metro Detroit, it gives us another chance of seeing some heavy rainfall. So a localized snapshot here. This is the first batch that moves in. Then once we get into the overnight, this is where we're expecting the rain to turn heavy. And it all depends on how the storms train, where we could be on the cusp of seeing some flooding concerns in spots that who's ever hit the hardest. We are noticing a trend here from Pontiac pushing north towards Lapeer. So we'll keep ahead, stay up to date on the forecast here into the overnight for your Saturday morning as these rounds of heavy rain move through. Once we get towards your Saturday, we stay mostly cloudy and slowly the skies will begin to clear up by Saturday night. Sunday, unfortunately, even though we'll have a clear sunny start, by the time we hit the afternoon hours on Sunday, the rain returns. So this is going to be a weekend thing. As far as how much rain we can see, it is on the table. It's one of the higher models, but I'm not going to rule out some locations and some backyards picking up 2 inches or more in the forecast. Let me show you the 7-day. We have temperatures going from the 70s to the 80s, 85 degrees for Monday, 87 on Tuesday. Hot stuff on the way. We just have to get through a cooler and rainy scenario for the weekend. So with the showers and the storms in place and a lot of outdoor activity, including Friday night football, make sure you have that weather app. You'll be able to keep up to date with the latest radar trends and also the forecast, so you'll know when more rain is on the way.
All right, thanks, Mike. Here's a look at one of our 7 First Alert traffic cameras.
Yeah, this is I-96 east of Evergreen, so you got the rain, you got rush hour, and you got a lot of taillights. It's just the way it is, right? It's a Friday. People are heading home or heading out or heading wherever they're heading, and it's going to be a slow go.
Well, still to come on Action News at 5, the Novi Police Department goes above and beyond to show their support for Metro Detroit cancer survivors.
What this pink cruiser means to the community.
Coming up all new on 7 Action News at 6.
A disturbing discovery.
A local restaurant says it was the victim of a high-tech Peeping Tom.
It's disgusting. I'm glad that it's in the police's hands and not in this guy's hands.
The devices an employee found in the bathroom, why more restaurants in the area could have been impacted, and the person now facing charges for the crime. Just makes you shake your head, right? I'm Carolyn Clifford, and New Prakash will have the latest for you on this story coming up all new tonight on 7 Action News at 6. Stick around and join us.
Farmington says the game may not be rescheduled, but other activities for homecoming will go on as planned. A 17-year-old boy was shot several times Thursday and ended up in the hospital in critical condition. Classes and activities at Pontiac High School were canceled today. The superintendent says school was closed for building issues. Classes are scheduled to resume on Monday. Ahead at 6 tonight, the growing concern in the community and the questions neighbors want answered.
If you have a loved one who's been impacted by breast cancer, you can write their name on this police cruiser. Novi police are taking their pink cop car on tour for a special fundraiser. The car debuted last month during the Susan G. Komen 3-day walk. It'll be on display at 6 locations in Novi throughout the month of October. All it takes is a $5 donation. Proceeds help out the Believe in Miracles Fund at Ascension Providence Hospital in Novi. The organization gives local patients and their families financial assistance with essential living needs.
All new at 5:30, combating crime.
You know that Crime Stoppers of Michigan helps solve crimes, helps comfort families, and helps create programs to keep our communities safer. They help us, so now they need us to help them.
I implore people now to give, to give, because you never know if it could be you.
She is absolutely right. So are you ready to join the Crime Stoppers Club? I am.
Abuse in the church. New information about old accusations involving 17 Michigan clergymen. Tonight, what we've learned about the 4 men who served in Metro Detroit.
Bad for business. Bootleg vaping devices test positive for pesticides and cyanide. Where people are buying the dangerous cartridges and the havoc they can wreak on your body.
Taking action for you. 7 Action News at 5:30 starts right now.
Tonight, a group that helps families devastated by crime is in desperate need of your help.
Crime Stoppers of Michigan has helped get the word out on thousands of unsolved cases, but tonight organizers say they are in desperate need.
7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom shows you the difference Crime Stoppers is making and how you can help.
I miss them terribly.
The quiver in Roseanne Menendez's voice, the tears in her big brown eyes are for her late brother, Randy.
He was tragically, horrifically, and violently killed.
This past Super Bowl Sunday, Randy was walking home to watch the game.
A car traveling at a very high rate of speed hit him, kept on going, never stopped, never looked back, and left him for dead.
A few days after Randy passed away, his sister received a call from Crime Stoppers of Michigan telling her Crime Stoppers is here to help.
Put out flyers, put out pamphlets, give you door hangers, call a press conference, call the media. And by the way, it's no charge to you.
And it never is for anyone.
Hopefully then somebody will call in a tip. Later that evening, I got a call from the detective and said, well, you know, we have a vehicle. And later on that night, got another call that said, we have the guy.
And he was arrested for the crime. For Roseanne and her family, Crime Stoppers has been a savior.
We don't get governmental money. We don't get a lot of grant money. We get our funds through the corporations that operate throughout Southeast Michigan. I'm always worried about finances here with this organization because the more tips we get, the more rewards we have to pay out. And the question I always ask myself is, if we don't, who will?
This year alone, they've helped solve 15 homicides, catch 41 fugitives, 8 assaults, 7 robberies, and 2 arsons.
I'm proud of how many cases we've been able to assist in terms of providing information.
Here's how the public can get involved by becoming a $5 a month Speak Up Club member.
$5 a month, $60 a year. If we get enough people to help us.
I implore people now to give, to give, because you never know if it could be you.
I know we hate to think about it, but she is 100% right. So, if you are ready to join the club, I know I am. If you do, you get this awesome Crime Stoppers tote to show your support. You also get this whistle here with a light on it, and it is tax deductible. To learn how to join the club, go to our website, WXYZ.com. I'm ready. I hope you are too. In Southfield, I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.
We'll turn now to priests accused of sexually abusing minors. The Roman Catholic Church in Lansing has released the names of 17 priests. The diocese says they were credibly accused of sexually abusing mostly boys. Some of the priests are dead. Others have been defrocked or removed from active ministry. Most of the allegations involve cases from the 1960s through the mid-90s. The diocese says it released the names for victims who want to step forward and get help. But here's what we know about 4 of the priests. Timothy Crowley served in Brighton and Ann Arbor. He was kicked out of the ministry in 2002. Terrence Healy was a priest in Ann Arbor and Howell. He was removed from the ministry in 1987. John Martin was at St. Vincent, Detroit at one point. He died in 1968. And Chester Tomaszewski was a priest in Detroit, Clinton, and Ypsilanti. He died in 1987. You can find the entire list on our website at WXYZ.com.
Same-sex couples hoping to adopt are now coping with a disappointing ruling from a federal judge. The judge in Grand Rapids decided religious-based adoption agencies can refuse to place children in the homes of parents who are LGBTQ. And we want to know how you feel about that. Should faith-based adoption agencies be allowed to refuse adoption to LGBTQ couples? You can vote now at WXYZ.com/vote. The judge issued a preliminary injunction on Thursday. It blocks Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel from requiring those adoption agencies to treat all couples on equal footing, regardless of their sexual orientation. Nessel is now trying to figure out her next steps. Remember to vote. We'll have the results for you in a few moments.
A federal prison in Michigan will house immigrants who have either entered the country illegally or are doing time for drug crimes. This could happen as early as next week at Northern Lake Correction Facility in Baldwin. GEO Group Incorporated, a private prison company, entered a 10-year contract with the federal government. The inmates are part of the Criminal Alien Requirement Program. They usually have a remainder of 90 months or less on their sentence and face deportation once their sentences are complete. The deal is expected to generate about $37 million a year in revenue.
We have some showers and also some thunderstorms to get through, but a nice warm-up is on the way. I'll let you know when it gets here coming up.
And bootleg vaping devices test positive for pesticides and cyanide.
Where people are buying the dangerous cartridges and the havoc they can wreak on your body.
Coming up all new on 7 Action News at 6.
A funeral home now back open for business after the gruesome discovery of several infant remains at that location nearly a year ago.
The state had control of this case. What they're saying now, and more importantly, what they're not saying.
Plus,
a former church subdeacon heading to prison.
He believes that the defendant's actions have ruined his life forever.
The harsh sentence the judge handed down and what the defense had to say. I'm Carolyn Clifford. We'll have both of these stories and so much more all coming up all new on 7 Action News at 6. Stick around and join us.
In our health alert tonight, there are now 12 deaths and how many is that? 805 cases of lung injury linked to vape pens.
But tonight we're talking about the dangers of bootleg THC vape pens and the dangerous toxins hidden inside. Our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi, joins us now with a disturbing study that just came out on this topic. Doc?
Well, Dave and Heather, the study included 18 samples and 3 were bought from legal dispensaries in California while the rest came back from the black market. Now, the cartridges brought from the legal dispensaries were clean, but the 15 black market product tested positive for things like pesticides, heavy metals, and vitamin E. And all, I repeat, all of the bootleg products contain a dangerous chemical that turns into hydrogen cyanide when it's burned. Very, very disturbing.
I can't get over the numbers already, Doc, but how can these affect your lungs?
Well, Dave, hydrogen cyanide is a chemical compound and extremely poisonous. It interferes with how the body uses oxygen. So if you're inhaling myclobutanil, which can then turn into hydrogen cyanide, it could be very toxic to your body. As for vitamin E, it should never be vaped either because when you inhale it, it too can significantly damage your lungs.
Are there any updates from the CDC about what they believe is the cause of these injuries?
Unfortunately, Heather, the CDC has not yet found a specific cause or identified a substance linking all the cases. And while the majority of patients have said they've used vapes with THC, some actually said they've only used e-cigarettes that contain nicotine. So even with this recent testing of the THC cartridges, we can't yet point a finger at the specific cause. So in my opinion, it's a great time to consider kicking the e-cigarette habit. I think it could save your life.
Yeah, good advice there, Doc, because of the number of people already being impacted, and we know so little.
Absolutely, and I think as more comes in, we'll let you know right away.
Excellent. Doctor, thank you. If you have a question or a health concern for the doctor, you can email him anytime, of course, Dr. Nandy at AskDrNandy.com, or send it to us on Facebook or Twitter.
And don't forget to tune in this Sunday for an all-new Dr. Nandy show. This week he's exploring the vegan lifestyle and how it can impact your health. That's this Sunday at 1 o'clock.
The weather is terrible for high school football, but the games go on. So too does our Leo's Coney Island High School Game of the Week. We're in Heartland. It's their Gold Out game to support childhood cancer. Look at the support tonight! What an environment here in Heartland. They wanted us here. We are live from our Game of the Week coming up next.
Oh, you know, it's that time of year again. We're checking out the Hush Haunted attraction in Westland. Coming up, we'll show you why they invested $500,000 to bring you a brand new haunted house. What was that?
In today's Workers Wanted, brought to us by United Shore, the company is looking for process-oriented people to fill its junior processor positions. Responsibilities include compiling and analyzing data and gathering documentation to help with loan approvals. Now, it's a full-time position at United Shore's campus in Pontiac. No mortgage experience is required. For more information, go to WXYZ.com/workerswanted. Good luck.
Some haunted houses are opening up this weekend, including Hush Haunted Attraction in Westland, which opens today.
Yeah, the business started a few years ago, but the demand has been so high, they've expanded this season. 7 Action News reporter Simon Chowdhury shows us what to expect this year.
Welcome to your nightmares. They've been waiting for you here at Hush Haunted Attraction.
If screams are music to your ears, then make your way here. It's spooky, it's dark, and I don't think I'm alone.
3 distinct areas, but it is one walkthrough, but you'll have a transition and a break in between each one. We are currently sitting in the largest and the last of the 3, which is Rosecliff Hall, a Victorian Gothic revival style mansion.
Cody Bailey is the executive producer for Hush. He says, keep your head up and your eyes open. You never know what you'll see. Hush Haunted Attraction has been in business for a few years now, but this season they've moved a haunted house into this old roller rink. It's 6 times bigger than last year's attraction, with 40,000 square feet of frights.
It's going to be that Disney haunted mansion-esque. It's old, the house is almost a living being, but it's also slowly in decay.
You will see dolls, but this is no child's play. And they didn't pull some strings. The group invested $500,000 into this new set.
Spend time going to estate sales, antique stores, finding random auctions.
They have 60 live actors who are ready to perform for you. And it's really hard to tell who's a prop and who's not.
It is pretty intense. We have a lot of live actors, animations mixed in with that.
They open this weekend and will be waiting for you until November 2nd in Westland. Simon Chowdhury, 7 Action News.
What do you think? Should we go? Should we check it out?
I'm too scared. Not doing it.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a no.
I can't mess with that, man.
But it does look very well done. It just that's
right.
not what I wanted.
And it is in.
People could probably handle it.
Right. It is indoors, though.
Yes, you could do it this weekend because it doesn't sound too good.
If you want to, the weather's going to be scary too, in a way. You know, with the showers and storms. We have a few of them on radar right now. The worst of this, and this is just round 1, is already moving out of Metro Detroit, pushing east. But there's another batch that's going to arrive, and it all depends on how saturated the ground will become with this current round that we're dealing with. Notice the break that we have right here for Detroit. So even though the rain's going to stop just temporarily, we'll have another round that's going to move in, that's moving through Pontiac and Ann Arbor and Adrian. This is going to drift east as well. Let's dive in and show you where the rain's coming to an end. Mount Clemens just still in the thick of it right now. East Point, but Ferndale, things are starting to lighten up for you. Still cloudy. This pushes all the way down towards Allen Park, even down near Monroe, Summersfield as well, and Toledo, and and Adrian. This is going to be the first round. Let me show you where the second round is currently located. This is still getting its act together just east of Chicago. And if you look closely, you'll see some showers and thunderstorms starting to erupt right over Lake Michigan. There's more unstable air out towards the west, and this is also moving in our direction. So we actually have a better likelihood of seeing some showers and even some thunderstorms later tonight. And some of those storms could bring some heavy rainfall. So anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain cannot be ruled out for some backyards. Just want you to know that is on the table. 65 degrees for tonight. Some of that rain could get heavy, especially after midnight. Into the day tomorrow, 73 for the high. Some light showers around. Skies will be clearing up. And then for Sunday, 72. Only a 20% chance of seeing some rain, but both days will have clouds, and both days for the weekend will have at least a chance of seeing some rain.
All right, thanks so much. Well, it's week 5 of our Leo's Coney Island High School Game of the Week. We're in Livingston County tonight for a showdown between Howell and Heartland.
We received more than 26,000 votes, making it our most popular voting week so far. Both rival teams won with more than 10,000 votes.
Brad Galley is live from Heartland, where players are preparing to hit the field. Hey, Brad.
Yeah, and for a great cause, too. They wanted us here in Heartland. We were here last year. I think the crowd's bigger tonight, and that's with the rain. It's their gold out to support kids going through childhood cancer, and also a big fundraising night. Brian Savage is the head coach. You've been here 8 years. Have you ever seen anything like this, considering the rain and the big night ahead?
No, it's great. These guys are awesome. Great enthusiasm with the kids. Another great event. We're hoping to raise another $25,000 this year, and this is why, right here.
Football brings people together, but $25,000 last year. How inspiring is it to be a part of a program and a community that does this each year?
Yeah, I mean, it's Heartland. Heartland always beats as one heart. You know, it's just a great community, great support by our community. It's just a great place out here.
Thank you so much. Good luck out there tonight. I know it's going to be a challenge.
All right, thanks.
Good stuff. You guys, you can see it. I don't think they ever stop yelling. What a fun vibe. We got to show everybody back here. It's about 40 people deep all around. It's Howell, it's Heartland. We'll get to the field for 6 o'clock, but for now, reporting live tonight in Heartland, Brad Galley, 7 Action Sports.
They're not excited at all.
Yeah, I wonder if the applause meter is going there, right? I mean, that's incredible. Brad, good stuff there. We'll hope that the rain doesn't fall all night long to dampen any of that enthusiasm. Fantastic.